welcome to Swing and a Miss, a baseball podcast.
Where our obnoxious opinions are backed up by cherry-picked stats.
Oh, my ankle's on the IL now.
Now with 20% more weird.
That's true. And today, we have a guest. Settle in, enjoy the episode. Welcome into episode 9, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate everyone who's continued to listen to us, interacted on the socials. Get at us there, swingandamisspod@gmail.com, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Nels loves to argue with people on Twitter. We're going to continue that joke even if it's not true.
It is true.
It's very true. We have a lot of fun stuff in store for you guys today, and we actually have our very first guest on today's podcast that we'll introduce here in just a second. But just as a refresher, everybody always asks us this. My name is Ben.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Josh.
I'm Nels.
And to introduce our very first guest, I'm going to turn it over to him. Give us your first name.
Hi, I'm Alex.
That's Big Alex over there. That's going to join us for today's episode.
He waved, everybody.
He did. For those of you watching on YouTube, he did wave. So how are we feeling, guys? Everybody having fun the last couple weeks?
More or less, yeah.
No.
No, not particularly.
Not particularly. Well, let's dive right into it. Let's get into the league check-in. And I think I know where most people want to go with this. But as our first guest on the podcast, do you have any league check-in thoughts you want to give us, Big Alex?
Cubs are doing okay.
Cubs are doing great.
Born and raised a Cubs fan. I was tempted to bring in a photo of me in a Cubs onesie as a small child. I was only about 2 feet tall at that time. Fun fact, my dad almost named me Ryan after Ryan Sandberg.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's your first callback to an earlier episode.
There you go. Call back to best second baseman of all time, right?
You should know it was yours.
It was mine. And just so everyone knows, my shortstop today is not a Cubs player. So,
what?
I know, right?
Okay.
Ernie Banks is literally right there.
Mr.
Yeah,
Cub.
this is one where
Mr.
you
Cub.
actually had a real reason.
Yeah.
His name is Mr. Cub.
I have a great reason for today's shortstop, so y'all just shut it. All right, so let's dive right in. Who wants to start with the league check-in? I think
I'll start.
Josh really wants to start right now.
Stop me if you've heard this one before.
The Tigers are good.
Tigers have the best
All right,
record
you
in baseball.
go ahead and stop.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, there's been a little bit of a coming back down to earth a little bit, playing a little bit more 500 ball. Some injuries are taking shape in the rotation, but boy, is it a good thing to be playing in the AL Central these days. Getting a big enough lead that you could afford a little bad play, and then having every other team that has a professional ball club, not Chicago, in the division.
White Sox, not Cubs.
Yes, in the division.
Just for the people out
for
there
sure.
that don't
For sure.
follow.
But yeah, the rest of the division taking an absolute nosedive. So Tigers have now an 11.5 game lead in the division, which is fantastic because now I can stop hate watching the scoreboards for the AL Central and start hate watching the Astros and Yankees looking for that 1 seed.
So that brings us kind of where one of my points was, is what's going on with the Twins, Tyler?
I don't want to talk about it. I would
All right,
not. I
fair
would
enough.
not. I would not like to talk about it, but I will talk about
League
it.
check-in's going to be real quick this week.
I feel like what's happened with the Twins is we had an injury in Pablo Lopez, and all the rest of the pitchers decided that they were going to have to carry the load. They freaked out a little bit and went within themselves and lost whatever mojo that they had. Outside of Joe Ryan and Yohan Duran, every other pitcher has been ineffective, coughing up leaves, has just leaves. And leaves. They coughed up some leaves. They tried to eat some grass. That's how they were feeling. Coughed up some leaves. And it's just been a bad state of affairs generally. The offense was going for a little bit, and then immediately we lost Royce Lewis to a hamstring. He might be back this week. That's nice, but
For like 4 games before he's hurt again.
it's been going not great.
So, question. Is
Yeah.
Bailey Ober bad?
No.
Because, boy, this month of June was
He's been bad. He's
horrendous.
been bad this month. He's not bad.
I would not say that he's bad. because I don't know what he's going through. He has got enough of a track record of being good that I will not declare him bad. But I will say that he is going through it right now, and he is off his game.
Yeah,
Whether that's injury or fatigue or
between the ears.
Yeah.
it could be between the ears, like just pressing too hard. Who knows? But
I just watched the Tigers tee off on him, and I'm like, from you hyping up Bailey Ober and before the season started and everything.
We all
and,
did.
Yeah, and then I sat down and watched this week when we were playing, and absolutely teeing off on him and him laying just absolute meatballs out there, and I'm like, is he bad? And then they were talking about his June numbers. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeesh.
So
That's
one
rough.
one thing that has happened is Bailey Ober has had 1 or 2 outings every year where he gets absolutely lit up.
Mhm.
And what comes out after those outings is that he was tipping pitches. So I don't know whether he has continued to tip pitches and the teams are picking up on that and just taking cues and they know what's coming, or if it really is just some fatigue or an injury.
Just real quick, Tyler, for those that listen to us that may not watch baseball every day, can you explain what tipping pitches means?
Yeah, that would mean when a pitcher, grips a ball, changes something. It could be something really minor that the hitter or the other team can just pick up on that lets them know what pitch is coming, whether it is going to be a breaking pitch, an off-speed pitch, or a fastball. And it could be something between how deep your hand is in the glove, the position of your glove relative to your belt line, the way that your eyes move, whether your mouth is open or closed. It can be a whole bunch of little minor things that you're doing mentally that just telegraph to the other team that they can say, oh, when he licks his lips, that means
Throws
that
a
he's
fastball.
about to throw a changeup.
Yeah.
So we're going to wait for him to lick his lips, and we know a changeup is coming, and we're going to, hammer it home.
Thank you.
And doing that all without video and trash cans.
I was about
No,
to
and-
say.
Circa 2017.
Or it could be video review that they do going into the game saying, look for X,
Sure,
Y,
sure,
and Z.
sure, sure.
But when I say tipping pitches, there is nothing that is untowards or unsporting
No.
about it. It is part of the game, and it will always go on.
It's athletic observation.
Exactly.
It's very much a part of strategy.
So in that vein, Twins are sinking. Tigers continue to maintain. I think we can all admit, Scooble right now is chasing the Triple Crown.
Again.
I mean,
Back to
it's
back.
it's not even close. It's not even close in the AL.
Yeah. All I know is if you're listening, Pizza Boy, good old Chris Illich,
Not
if-
Dave Brandon. We don't want your pizza.
different pizza guy.
I think
one that
crochet is probably his only
One that I know
competition
for.
right now.
I think. I mean,
And
yeah. I mean,
competition,
Max
Scooble
Fried's,
has it right
Max
now.
Fried's up there, but not.
No,
close.
it's pretty much Crochet and Hunter Brown right now from
Yeah.
a statistical standpoint. But if anybody watches Tarek Skubal pitch, I mean, he is reminding me at this point so much of young prime Justin Verlander that I don't know how, as a Tigers fan, we got Justin Verlander and then we got Max Scherzer at the beginning of his prime and then Skubal. You got to lock him up.
It's a good transition to talk a little bit about the Giants. Yes.
Watching the Giants offense right now is like watching a monkey trying to hump a football.
Same with the Braves.
The only thing left for them to trade for is an exorcism of whatever has cursed their offense.
Linda Blair is available.
She can probably hit the ball better than them right now.
I think she's dead.
I
But
don't
What
think
about
she is.
what
but
about Devers?
what about him?
How's he doing?
Okay.
So he fits right in.
dead air's great for a podcast. Just, I knew you didn't want to talk about the Giants, but do you want to talk more about the Giants?
No, but I will say that I think the crown of best division has been stolen from away from the NL West and taken by the NL Central.
That's where I was going to go.
Yes.
Because all top 4 of their teams, and even the Pirates, who just mollywopped the Mets this past weekend.
We're going to talk about them too.
I love the use of the word mollywop.
that's a-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring back the mollywop.
That's a great.
The
hip-hop
Giants, for all
term.
their faults, have not been mollywopped. They
No.
just
Well,
lose.
they haven't been mollywopped because their pitching has still been pretty outstanding overall.
Yeah,
It has.
yeah.
So, I mean,
But
you
again,
have
the
good
offense
pitching, you don't
is
get destroyed. But
Well, let's turn to our guest for
I would recommend that.
We do a lot of things that wouldn't be recommended. So what's
like
another
this,
one?
like this podcast.
Yeah.
That's very
This
fair,
was
yeah.
not recommended. You're a Cubs fan. You're watching the Cubs, at least from a distance. I'm not going to lie to the audience and say you watch every game.
No, I watch every game, get updates on my phone. My dad's obviously a diehard Cubs fan. My brother
Steve.
is a diehard Cubs fan. Yeah, seeing the PCA doing what he needs to do, I'm excited about it. Maybe we'll have another World Series, not 108 years in between each one.
Right.
So that'd be great.
I've seen a lot of people say this, and I don't know if anyone at the table agrees with it, but I've seen at least a few people say they think that the Cubs are going to fall off in the second half. They don't think that anyone on their team is an exceptional hitter, but they have exceeded expectations in the first half, and their pitching has been mediocre to good, which I actually would tend to agree with. Their pitching has been good, not great. But does anyone see the Cubs falling off in the second half? Because I don't.
I think the one thing that could make them falter would be I have tremendous faith in their offense. I believe in 5 or 6 players throughout that lineup as being able to contribute day in, day out and be professional hitters. I am a little less sure of their pitching generally, and I would really like them to get another starter that I would feel comfortable taking the mound in a playoff game.
Yeah.
And if they were at that point, I think that I would feel a lot better about it. If Shota Imanaga goes down, that would be a real big hit to an already shaky rotation.
Sure,
Yeah.
but you can't plan for injuries.
No, but being
No,
one
you gotta
injury
be
away
prepared. Yeah.
from being,
It's a very clear Imanaga and the field
yes, exactly.
in their
I
rotation.
get you.
But I mean, you're talking about hitters that are overperforming. I honestly kind of disagree with that. I mean, obviously, Pete Crow Armstrong, very young, but he's the real deal. I don't think that this bat is lucky or fake in any way, shape, or form. Kyle Tucker's a stud. If you haven't been following Kyle Tucker, he's been one of the quieter superstars over the years in Houston. Amazingly, despite being in Houston where everything's under a microscope since 2017.
As it should be.
Yeah, but he's somehow flown under the radar as just a really, really good hitter that just doesn't quite get talked about enough.
We
Ian
talked
Happen,
about it.
yeah, we do, but
talked
I'm talking about it from a national perspective.
And Kyle Tucker should be talked about nationally.
Oh yeah, he's a fantastic player. And then
just like
Ian-
the person you're about to talk
Ian
about.
Happ and Nico Horner are both very good professional hitters. Michael Busch is looking like he's, I know his numbers aren't there yet, but looks the part of a guy that can be a pretty good hitter as well as a defender at third base.
He's the guy that's hitting timely.
Yeah. So like I don't think their offense drops off. I think and Seiya Suzuki, I think he's been up and down, but I think when he's hot, he's incredible too. So it's really the pitching for me.
When I look at that division, especially now over the last 14, 16, 18 days or games, there's one team that's surging, and it's the Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati Reds won 6 of the last 7 series. They're losing right now.
7-0 in the third.
That's fine. They've won.
Chase Burns just got beat up
I
today,
get it.
but he's.
But
I mean, he looks like he could be a real
Nick
good
Martinez,
pitcher.
you look at Hunter Green. That pitching staff is elite. Their bullpen is atrocious. It's really, really bad. Their offense is very streaky, but they're putting it together when they need to. And their pitching has been really, really good. And they've won 6 of 7 series. They've won 16 of 20 games, 16 of 21 games. They're playing really well right now.
I feel like this is Brewers erasure because I think that the Brewers are an equally hot team to the Reds. I'm not really sure how they're doing it exactly.
One Jacob Mizorowski.
Well,
That has helped a ton. Can we talk about filthy young
Sal
pitchers?
Frelick.
that would be
Yelich is hitting again.
that would be the past
That helps
3 starts that he's taken, which
Drug
is
tested.
all of his starts that he's put on the mound.
But it helps when you throw a guy out there every fifth day and you can just guarantee 7 innings of one hit shutout ball the way that Mizorowski's been
Same
pitching.
you can do with Nick Martinez and Hunter Green at this point.
And that's how teams get hot.
Yeah.
You have slump stoppers.
I want to point out that the Reds are surging. I personally picked the Reds to win this division when we did episode 1 or 2. I don't remember how we split it. I really like how they're playing. I like their positioning for a wild card. I think they could steal the division. I don't think they're going to win it. They could steal it. I really do think that.
And the thing is with the Brewers is you look up and down their lineup, there's no one star that's been performing, but it's just been consistent hitting of everyone being average or slightly above average, all 9 positions in the lineup.
Which is kind of how they've been the last several
Yes.
years while consistently winning the division. Which is why they were my pick to win the division this year in our early show, because they keep doing it without any big fanfare.
Should we move on to the NL East or the NL West?
I don't think there's anything to say about the NL West.
The NL West, to me, the thing that's
I think
most
the
surprising-
NL West is going to come up more in a couple topics from now when we start talking
I think it
trades.
will also, but to me, the Padres looking very pedestrian right now.
Yes.
Very pedestrian. I know they have injuries, and everyone does, but they look very pedestrian. They're pitching, they're hitting.
That was
their
my
defense.
prediction when we were talking about them at the beginning of the
They're-
year. Was
they're
if they
mid.
get hurt, they don't have the depth.
They're mid, but we don't have to talk about the Braves. I don't have a desire to talk about the Braves.
Oh
quite
wait,
honestly.
wait! Now me and Tyler are to talk about our crap teams.
Well, I'm going to talk to you about one player on my crap team. And let's talk a little bit about Ronald Acuna Jr.
Oh, is he a crap player?
He's not a crap player.
Oh, okay.
He's not a crap
I
player.
see.
I've
Is
never
he
said.
good? I
I've never
haven't
said
really
he's
heard of
crap.
him. Is he
Let's
good?
talk about Logan Webb then.
I want to point out some quick stats for Ronnie since he's been back. He's had 119 at bats since he's been back. He's got 32 runs, 43 hits, 9 homers, 19 RBI, 4 stolen bases. He's hitting 361. Up until about a week ago, he was hitting 440. He's had a little bit of a dip in the last week. This guy is making all the difference with Atlanta's offense, and I know that Atlanta still is under 500, and they're going to maintain under 500 until they make some changes, and that's whatever. But I don't think anyone can understate the importance of Ronnie.
Now-
I love Ronnie.
now
Is he
that
a
he's
good
hitting-
player?
He is a good player.
Oh.
Now that
He's
he's
a good
hitting
player.
below 440, do you think they should trade him?
No.
Okay.
I've never advocated to trade Ronnie.
Yeah, I can
I'll
think
trade
of
Michael
a few,
Harris.
I can think of a few pieces that the Tigers could give up if you want to get rid of Ronald Acuna.
I'll trade Michael Harris right now because he's hurt again. But in that same vein with the NL East, we should all be concerned about the Mets. The Mets have lost 16 of 19 games. They are sinking like a stone. And I know, I don't remember what episode it was, but you said, Tyler, that you did not have any fear about Juan Soto being Juan Soto. Juan Soto is not Juan Soto anymore.
He's turned the corner, though.
He is Juan
he's
Soto.
hitting well again.
You need to look at his
It's
June
not-
statistics
Trust
before
me,
you make that
trust me,
declarative
I-
statement.
Trust me, I've
Yes.
looked at his June stats, and in situational hitting is not good. He is a situational power guy.
What's funny is the Mets were very good when Soto was struggling, and then when he turned it on, the Mets just went to crap. That's just very funny to me.
Well, they lost another pitcher a couple days ago.
And that was my critique of them was they have a bunch of 3 and 4 starters,
Wait.
and I think that's starting to come to.
And I
roost a
think
little
that that's when we were earlier in the season, Mets had the best starting rotation in baseball for some reason.
Yep.
They had no reason to have the best starting rotation in baseball, and now their starting rotation is performing like where they were in the preseason, which is a big question mark. So I think that it's more about the starting rotation rather than just Juan Soto.
Yeah. You're telling me that
It's just a minor piece.
You're telling me that the Mets had a good rotation and then they all got hurt. I wonder what Matt Harvey and Noah Syndergaard and Jacob deGrom have to say about that, because they haven't seen that before.
Okay, hang on. I just looked at some stats. A cherry-picked stats for Juan
Cherry
Soto.
picked stats.
Hey, I cherry picked mine to give that hot take.
Juan Soto for the month of June, 322 batting average,
Hall of
474 on base,
Nah.
722 slug for a 1.96 OPS.
Cut him.
11 home runs in the
him.
month of June.
Cut him.
That is what, one every 2.8 days?
Great. There's solos. I'm talking about situational hitting.
Well, you can't hit 2-run bombs with nobody on base.
Anyone who's hitting 11 home runs in a month, I want on my team, and I want to pay $700 million for.
Yeah, you see, that's one of those ones that's like, RBI can sometimes be a misleading stat because you can't help who's on in front of you.
So can homers.
But homers are homers. If you hit the ball out of the park, you hit the ball out of the park.
Sure.
You drive a ball into the gap for a nice double and there's nobody on base, you can't help that. If the bases are loaded, you get 3 runs driven in, but you can't help what the situation is when you come up to bat.
Long story short, the Mets are garbage, and we all agree on that.
I mean, not garbage, but they're falling. They're falling.
They are 11 games above 500, and I wish I were there.
For all their struggles, they're a game and a half out of the division and still hold a wild card spot.
Well, the Phillies aren't playing well either, but we don't have to talk about them now. Any last minute thoughts, Big Alex?
I'm just happy to be included, I'll be honest with you.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being our first guest.
I have one more.
Is it about the Tigers?
No, it's not.
Okay, good.
It's about the team that I'm wearing a hat of right now.
Oh, Tampa Bay?
We can't see that.
Well, you guys can, but the Tampa Bay Rays have been really good lately, and they've put a charge. They're only a game and a half back of the Yankees now, who the Yankees have slipped a bit. But the Rays, I mean, they've fallen back down a little bit in the last week, but the month of June were the hottest team in baseball. And that offense was putting up runs like they had no business doing given their roster. And still
don't think they have business doing it.
Yeah, and just like that, they're 3.5 up on the final wild card and only a game and a half back of the Yankees, who everybody was thinking for quite a while there we're just going to kind of run away with the division. So a shout out to the Rays, who had a very, very solid June as well.
I'm still worried about their very heavy road schedule coming up for the rest of the year because of their
I
stadium
still
situation.
think that the Yankees wind up finishing outside of the top 3 in the NL East.
I think so too. I still
AL
do.
East.
AL East.
Well, they're definitely
They're gonna finish at the bottom of the NL East.
Tampa and
They're going to
Toronto.
finish last in the NL East.
Yeah.
Because they're not finishing behind Baltimore, obviously, and the Red Sox are 3 under 500
I don't
right now.
know.
So
I don't know that I believe that.
So-
I think they're finishing behind the Red Sox. I still do. I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong.
the Red Sox are they're 3 games under 500. We're more than halfway through the season.
This is an opinion, and I cannot be wrong about it until the end of the season.
Until the Red Sox stop being messy drama.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that I think they're angling for another season of what was the Netflix documentary they did? Unhinged.
Bachelor in Paradise.
Bachelor in Paradise, where Jaron Duran is vying for the fine females of Boston.
I just have to make one quick one quick note before we move on to our shortstops. It is
That's not next.
okay. Whatever our next one is. It is raining and windy again, so it is in fact a swing and a miss podcast day.
And you're going to understand why Big Alex is our guest on this podcast at the end of the episode, because that is very apt for what's going on outside of our house right now.
It's a very small line too. Like it's big. It's
That's
literally
what she
just
said.
this house.
Great.
All right.
It's great.
Just the
on top.
Eeyore house.
Yeah, it's because we're recording.
I'm so sad.
For those
13 days
for
out
those
of
who have been
14
listening
days.
through 9 episodes, you know that it always storms when we record. So,
Happy Monday.
all right, moving on.
All right, so Nels, we're going to turn it over to you for most recent retirements and, unfortunately, a memorial that we need to pay homage to.
Yes, a couple of retirements first. Wilson Ramos, longtime catcher, finally hung it up. Started his career very briefly with the Twins, also a short-time Tiger. So
Yeah. He had a really good about 14-game stretch with the Tigers.
I actually want to point out that's a great band name, Short Time Catcher.
When I
Tiger,
saw
short
Wilson
time
Ramos
Tiger,
come
sorry.
up, I thought he was going to be the truth. He looked like a superhero. He was just broad-shouldered, like narrow waist, and just. I think the first game I watched him, he like hit a moonshot, so like 480 feet into the Metrodome or Target Field.
Was he the one that got kidnapped?
That was Cal Ripken's mom.
No, that was Wilson Ramos's
Yeah.
family. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one laughed at that
side
joke.
no.
No one laughed at that
Two-time All-Star, Silver Slugger, probably most remembered as a longtime national, but
Yeah.
solid catcher.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I
one career stolen base.
Oh.
A singular.
Hey, that's one more than anybody at this table.
No, Alex has 3.
Oh, okay. That's
Sorry.
one more than everybody but Alex.
Yeah, I was in the Cubs farm system for a little bit.
Don't you
That's
guys?
right.
Did you guys not watch Rookie of the Year? Alex stole 3 bases in that movie.
Our next retirement is Whit Merrifield.
Yep.
Very solid hitter for probably best known for the Royals.
2015.
2015.
And
was not a major league player. What are you talking about?
a sneaky
He debuted in
hated
2016.
a sneaky hated player among the Twins fan base.
Yes, he
Yeah,
was out, right?
He was very much out.
He
Yeah,
was he was in the farm system. He may have gotten a ring adjacent.
But as a Tigers fan, I could say good riddance because boy, he was just one of those guys that just quietly beat the crap out of everybody in the division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember Ben last year when
I know
he was
he
with
played
the
for the
Braves.
Braves, I remember.
Yeah, and we went to the Braves game and you
We
were
did.
talking about how he sucks. I'm like, dude, Witt's always good for a couple hits a game. He gets 3 hits that
think
day,
he-
and you're like, what the heck?
I think he had 2 home runs that game.
Yeah, and he was hitting like a $190, and I'm like, I'm so surprised because Whit Merrifield always gets multiple hits. Like in
He
every
did-
game I've
and he
watched
did
him,
that game.
and he had a 3-hit game,
Yep.
and you were like, what the heck? And I'm like, that's Whit Merrifield against the AL Central.
Might have been the rain delay we said.
He's a
Two
Hall
hit
of
win.
Fame pesky hitter.
Yes, absolutely. 2-hit win.
Hall of Fame?
And for
Pesky
hitters.
for pesky hitters.
Oh,
Yeah,
for pesky
among
hitters.
among
pesky hitter
pesky
Hall of
hitters.
Fame.
Yeah.
He is inducted.
He's a 3-time All-Star, 206 hits in 2019, a couple seasons with 45 steals, 42 doubles in 2021.
42 doubles.
42
Yeah.
doubles. Absolutely. So
That's
Didn't
impressive.
didn't have a lot of
Sounds
leave
like
the
a
yard
McDonald's
power, but
order.
had some gap to gap power.
That's impressive. 42
yeah,
doubles.
still
What'd you
94
say?
bombs. So
Sounds
he
like my
could get it
McDonald's
out.
order.
Yeah.
So salute you.
Make sure you raise your hand because I want you to get your jokes in.
Salute to Wilson Ramos and Whit Merrifield. And then, unfortunately, our first in memoriam of the podcast, Hall of Famer Dave Parker passed away, lost his battle to Parkinson's this past week.
R.I.P.
Very much so. He was just elected this year, so he got to know he was elected before he passed. Unfortunately, the ceremony hasn't happened yet, so he didn't get to that. But he did get to pass, knowing that he was a Hall of Famer, MVP, 7-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glove. Dude had a cannon.
Yeah.
There's a highlight of the 1979 All-Star game.
Yep.
Throwing it to
Gary Carter.
Gary Carter, yeah.
On a rope.
Not even a
And-
rope. That's a laser.
And I think that was his second time that inning with an absolute cannon from
Yeah.
right field
So
too.
if you and I know all of you have access to it, go to YouTube and look this throw up.
Oh,
It is
How do you
Don't look
access
up
one
throw up.
YouTube?
it's www.youtube.com. HTTP
/ Dave Parker
/
All-Star Game throw.
It is one of the greatest throws I've ever seen in my life. It's incredible.
It's fantastic. Fantastic throw. Great fielder. Tons of power. 300 home runs. Like I said, he won the MVP in 1978. 2-time World Series winner with the Pirates and with the A's later in his career. So, to Dave Parker, we salute you. Thank you for everything you contributed to baseball.
He also is part of one of my favorite baseball photos ever, which is him wearing a black T-shirt with 1970s silk screened writing on it, which says, "If you hear any noise, it's just me and the boys bopping. If you hear any noise, it's just me and the boys. Hit me." So yeah, they got that lyric from the Parliament, the band Parliament, starring George Clinton, and co-opted it for that season. And so-
Funkmaster George Clinton.
Funkmaster George Clinton.
Yeah.
And it's really every time I think about playing baseball, I think about that T-shirt.
More than just a great baseball player, but also a cultural icon.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially that throw, him to Gary Carter. You'd be hard pressed to find 2 guys in baseball that were better dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Really, you would be
you're not gonna
hard-pressed to
anybody
find
say a
guys.
bad word about either.
No, you couldn't.
No.
We do have one more in memoriam to pay homage to,
Okay.
and that's Trevor Bauer's career.
Oh no!
I mean, I personally
I would like
paid
to
memoriam
pay.
that
I would
quite
like
a
to
while
pay
ago.
my due disrespects.
R.I.P. Trevor Bauer's career. You're garbage, and we all hate you.
Yeah, he got sent down to the Japanese minors, for those who don't know. And Japanese minors is not just what he's into. But
Yeah.
should we cut that?
No.
Okay. But
Sue us.
yeah. But yeah,
Bauer, please sue us.
he got
Please,
sent down
please sponsor
because
the podcast and then sue us.
because he had a terrible June, and this is coming off of not long ago saying that there's maybe 6 hitters on this planet who are a challenge for him, and it turns out all 6 of those players happen to be about 20 of them in the Japanese league
I was
right
going to say 5 of them are YouTube stars.
Yeah.
So
R.I.P. Trevor Bauer's career. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back with the best shortstops of all time. All right, kids, we're back. And before we get into the best shortstops of all time, we have to acknowledge a really, really important day tomorrow. And I'm going to turn it over to our guest, Big Alex, to tell you a little bit about it. Alex?
I'd be remiss to say that if tomorrow being July 1st, it is Bobby Bonilla Day.
hey,
Go buy yourself something nice,
Yeah,
Bobby Bonilla.
congratulations on the $1 million.
You want to talk a little bit about that deferred payment and why this is important?
I've just always thought you're getting paid by a company that you haven't worked for what now, 25, 26
2001
years?
was his last year in the majors.
24 years.
And not only being paid by the Mets, he's also being paid by the Orioles until 2028.
It's incredible.
I want to know, how did you pull that off? And do I need a Ponzi scheme involved to do so?
So funny you say so, because he pulled it off because of Bernie Madoff absolutely wrecking the pocketbooks of one Gary Cohen. Gary, was it Cohen?
No.
no,
It
it
was
wasn't Cohen
the
yet?
prior owners.
Oh,
before
it wasn't
It
Cohen
was,
yet.
it was Marge Schott. She also owned the Mets.
Okay, yeah. But regardless, it did take one Bernie Madoff to hinder their current financials to make them commit to future financials.
So I just want to point out to anybody under the age of 18 listening to us, chase your dreams, because you one day could be bad enough at your job to be deferred $5.9 million for 7,000 years.
Or your boss is involved in a Ponzi scheme where they think that paying you 4% increase on your salary is okay because they're making 11% annually on the money they have invested, and they're going to make money in the spread.
And the long story short on that is a big lesson learned. Being rich does not equal being smart.
What we're saying is you have options.
Yeah.
So just think about it.
Would anyone like to start a Ponzi scheme?
Yes.
We're going to take this one
sounds
off
fun.
air for...
Reach out to us
This
on
is
Twitter.
I would like-
FBI, this is for joking purposes.
I'd like to point
do
out
not
that
look into
you,
our
can-
financials.
you cannot use this as evidence against us because this is all for entertainment purposes only, except for when we make millions. Thank you.
Yes, and I believe as Elon Musk would make you do these days, we would have to put parody account on our account
Did
there.
not know where the end of that sentence was going.
Yeah, I know. There could have been a lot of danger, but
Well, yeah, Alex is right. Tomorrow, July 1st, happy Bobby Bonilla Day. I hope you celebrate by ruining some other company's financial future.
yeah.
Turn your notifications off so family members can't hit you.
That's right. All right, kids, should we get into best shortstops of all time?
Let's do it.
All right, so Mark Grace.
He played one game at shortstop in 1992.
Because of injuries in the 9th inning.
He did not commit an error, therefore he's the greatest.
Just kidding. Who started last time?
I believe I've gone first a couple of times.
Okay,
Somebody
so
else.
Tyler, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll take the guy who leads all shortstops in cumulative WAR. I'll take a guy who kind of sort of only played for one franchise in his whole entire career. But the franchise that he started with was the Louisville Colonels in 1897.
Oh.
And that is the Flying Dutchman, which he was called because he was German, and his name was Honus Wagner.
There you go.
It's a very
One of the
German
greatest,
name.
one of the greatest nicknames of all time.
Right.
Honus.
So he was called the Flying Dutchman because he had such incredible speed on the base paths. He played between 1897 all the way up to 1917. He was one of 5 players that were part of the inaugural party inducted into the Hall of Fame. And, when you look at his cumulative stats, though he played within the dead ball era, he still leads all shortstops all time in doubles with 643. He's second behind Derek Jeter with hits.
Overrated.
We'll get into that later.
3,420. 723 stolen bases. Career slash line of a 328 batting average. 391 on base because in the dead ball era, no one told you to walk. And a 467 slug, which was, that's not an impressive number nowadays. But in the dead ball era where Home Run Baker was revered for hitting 10 home runs a year, that was still pretty good. So that was worth a 151 career OPS plus. So adjusted for the era, he was about 51% better than the average shortstop. He led all of Major League Baseball 4 times in player value, and he led the National League 11 times in player value. Also, the thing everyone knows about Honus Wagner is that he has the most valuable baseball card of all time. Now, that baseball card was sold with packs of cigarettes, and depending on who you hear, it's either because Honus Wagner did not want to be associated with smoking, or the cigarette company was not going to pay him enough money. But they were supposed to run, thousands of these cards, but there are only 57 ever in existence of one of the top 10 players ever to play the game.
And aren't there
not a bad pick.
only 6 that are known where they?
Yeah,
they
exactly.
are now?
There were only 57 ever printed,
Right.
And there
There's
are a
only,
small
6
handful that are
still
known.
where they are in existence.
And
right
now to celebrate him, we will all smoke these cigarettes we bought on eBay.
Yes.
No, we won't.
Looking
do
for
that.
I
that
think they were like
7th card.
ALC cigarettes. So if you find some used ones in some barn someplace,
Do we know what the value was?
the last one sold was 7.25 million.
So cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Yeah, pocket change.
Yeah.
Well, I've got that in carrying around cash right now.
Whoever said cigarettes kill,
You in 7 short years, Bobby Bonilla will have enough.
All right, Honus Wagner's a great choice.
2022, it says, was sold for no, I don't trust this. This is AI overview. Continue.
We don't trust AI.
No.
Terminator 2 warned us about this. So I'll go next. My best shortstop of all time is someone that all of our parents, I imagine, remember, especially yours rooting for the Cubs, Alex.
Some of us are old and actually remember him playing as well.
Yeah, I remember him playing, but I'm talking about...
I do not.
Yeah, you don't because you're 11. Josh is 12, by the way. I was kidding about 11.
I am 12.
So my best shortstop of all time is the Wizard of Oz himself, Ozzie Smith. And to my knowledge, the only shortstop to ever take the field by doing a backflip.
I don't know of any other shortstop or any other player that would do that.
Can't think of one.
I don't know it to be true, but I also don't have any counterpoint to it.
Fair enough. Ozzie Smith is a 2002 Hall of Fame inductee. He's a 15-time All-Star. Never won an MVP, which I think is in line with.
Won an LCS MVP.
Well, we're not there yet. But I think never having won an MVP is in line with all of my picks so far. 13 Gold Gloves, 1 Silver Slugger, 13 times in his career, 12 straight. He actually ended up in the top 6 of defensive WAR. 6 times he was number 1.
Is that ever or just shortstops?
Shortstops.
Okay.
Shortstops. 12 times he was in the top 10 of assisted outs. 15 times in the top 10 as a shortstop. 15 times in the top 10 of turned double plays. And a one-time World Series champion. He's got 2,400 hits, 28 home runs, batting average of just under 270, 1,200 runs, 793 RBI. It's just an all-around solid defensive shortstop in a time when shortstops and middle infielders in general were not power hitters. and he still hit for pretty consistent, albeit not by today's standards, pretty consistent power.
You know, Ozzie Smith, like when you look at the offensive stats, it's not going to pop out at you because he was a glove first player par excellence. There's no one that really held a candle to him at the position.
Yep.
He could make every single play. He could make every single throw. He could get to balls that no one else could get to.
And he did.
And yeah, and he did. And I remember even, seeing him play later in his career and just being amazed at how quickly he could move and how well he could throw the ball.
Yeah, and then one thing that I find pretty interesting, so I just pulled him up as you're talking about him here. First 3 years of his career with the Padres, 2 of those 3 years, he led the league in sacrifice hits, which were mostly sack bunts. He had 28, 22, and 23 in his first 3 years.
Wow.
He was the number one sacrifice bunter in the league for those first 3 years.
Team player.
Never did a ton of it again after that, but the first 3 years of his career, 20 plus sack bunts each year.
Team player.
So yeah, laying it down to advance the runners, small ball wizard.
Like I say, not a guy who's known for his stick, but was the big bad villain that came up to bat at the end of Little Big League. So it's like, oh no, Ozzie Smith is stepping into the box. He might bunt for a hit.
Call back to episode 3.
He's probably not going to hit a homer.
Little Big League, whoever owns those rights, sponsor the podcast. So yeah, that's my shortstop.
I'd pick shortstop as maybe only other than catcher the most important defensive position on the field. So by all means,
And
picking a glove first guy. Probably.
yeah, and historically, shortstop is one that I was looking through and I'm like, all right, let's see all the options. I'm like, there's really not a whole lot out here when you're looking at offensive numbers that pop, because the defense has been, such a focal point throughout history. It was your best athlete, your best fielder plays shortstop,
Yeah, and
which is why I do on Tuesdays in our softball league.
Not tomorrow.
No, because I will not be there. But
Neither will I.
which is why
Sorry for all our fans.
which is where my pick sticks out. My greatest shortstop of all time is Calvin Edwin Ripken Jr. the second.
Junior the second.
Yeah,
Second.
the second, Junior the second. That's right.
First one got
He
kidnapped.
did. Mr. Oriole himself, probably face of that franchise. Obviously, best known for the streak, 2,632 consecutive games.
Whose record did he break?
Iron Horse, Lou
There
Gehrig.
you go. There
Yeah,
you go. Shout out to last
he
episode.
did. My favorite non-Giants player growing up, Cal Ripken Jr. So, I loved watching him play. When he beat the streak in '95, a lot of people said he helped save baseball from the strike in '94.
He did.
Being that guy who just showed up every day to play. Bill Clinton was there for that game. It was like a huge deal in 1995 when he broke that. 431 career home runs. So we talked about shortstops not being power guys. He debuted in 1981 when that's what a shortstop was. He was a little bunting Ozzie Smith type of guy, but not Cal Ripken Jr. He brought glove and power to the position, maybe one of the first ones to do so. He won World Series in 1983. He won MVP that same year. He was Rookie of the Year before that, 1982. He won a second MVP in 1991, so a little bit later in his career, where he put up 34 career high 34 home runs, 114 RBIs. It's really kind of busted out of nowhere. He was always like a 20-ish RBI, 8 or 20 home run, 80, 90 RBI kind of guy. And it's 91. He just busted out. And then, what's that? What did I say? How many All-Star games did he do?
A lot.
A lot. He did.
All of them, I think.
He did. 19-time All-Stars all in a row.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 years in the league, 19 All-Stars.
Yeah, 19-time All-Star, 8-time Silver Slugger. He did win a couple Gold Gloves, so he wasn't just,
That's it? A couple?
a couple.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thought it was more.
No.
Should be more.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't one of those defensive first ones, so there's probably other guys who won that.
Sure.
But he was good enough, to And he did win that World Series very early in his career, but he did get a ring as well.
And
So,
also,
It's hard to argue.
yeah, I was like Josh when I was looking through. I was thinking I was like, oh, I might pick Cal Ripken. He seems like he was my favorite guy. And I was like, oh, that's not a bad pick at all. I thought it was
No,
kind of
not
stretching
at all.
as a homer pick.
No,
yeah,
personally,
no.
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 He
No,
literally
that's-
might be
that's
the
not-
best
it's not a
shortstop of
stretch.
all time.
And
not a
one
stretch.
thing that I really love about Cal Ripken Jr. too is he has stayed very connected to the game post playing career. He'll be shown a lot at the games behind home plate. He's around a lot. He is not one that has just done their playing and disappeared.
He is dry as a popcorn fart when it comes to analysis.
But he's there.
He's
there.
there, but that's about all he offers.
Well, he doesn't need to be a color guy. Well,
He's not even a play-by-play guy, let
Okay.
alone a color guy. He's dry as a popcorn fart.
one thing I'll say about Cal Ripken is he's got Hall of Fame eyes. You could just get lost in those crystal baby blues.
yep.
Go swimming in those, and you'll have yourself
That's-
a good time.
That's how he got his mom back.
Is
Yeah.
that who Who wrote the song about Behind Blue Eyes?
Yeah, 100%. There have been several songs written about
Sinatra
Cal
knew
Ripken's.
years and years
Yeah,
before Ripken was
Sinatra.
born.
Yeah.
Old blue eyes.
So Cal Ripken Jr., my guy growing up.
It's not a bad pick at all.
All right. And then we leave it to me, and my pick is controversial in quite a few ways.
Mark Grace.
Javi Baez.
No, he's going down as a center fielder now, just for the record there. No, but mine is controversial for a couple of reasons. My biggest reason was he only played half his career at shortstop.
Oh, jeez.
But
I know who it is.
But the only reason he stopped playing shortstop was not because he was not good enough at shortstop. It is because he decided to take the largest contract in the history of the world at that point in time.
Yep.
And
Went from Seattle to New York, yes.
Texas.
Texas
He went
to-
Seattle, Texas to New York. And there was another shortstop who I'm a little surprised, but also kind of happy that nobody picked in Derek Jeter there with the Yankees. But yeah, my controversial pick is new majority owner of the Minnesota Timberwolves and Minnesota Lynx, one Mr. Alex Rodriguez. Another part of his controversy, of course, is the steroid stuff.
Well, I don't think
but-
I don't think that can be overstated. Mostly because he sat on the board of an anti-steroid
Yes.
group for
Oh.
a child who died from steroid
There-
use.
There's a lot of controversy there. But one thing that's not controversial is this dude could flat out play. Well before he went to New York, well before any steroid allegations. I mean, he was one of the best hitters in all of baseball. He won an MVP in Texas and then 2 more with the Yankees. He won a batting crown hitting .358 in 1996 with Seattle. He had a league-leading 54 doubles, 215 hits, a league-leading 141 runs scored, 36 home runs, 123 RBI, won the batting crown with 358 average, had an OPS over 1,000, and was 20 years old. That's it. 20.
Little young.
He debuted at the age of 18. Didn't get many games in until that age 20 season. But I mean, amongst the greatest players to ever grace the sport. 696 home runs, 2,086 RBI, 554 doubles, 3,115 hits. All of that while also missing an entire season, being suspended for popping positive with steroids, albeit later in his career.
That could be attributed to wanting to stay around
Yeah.
in the game.
But then
We
the
don't
year
know.
the year after he came back from that suspension, he hit 33 more home runs, but right on the brink of 700 and joining that exclusive club.
Yep.
Black ink all over his baseball reference page. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with baseball reference, black ink is when you're looking at the spreadsheet of all the stats when they are bolded in black. That means they led the league in that stat in their career.
Also means Josh is racist.
Or in that season. But yeah, so A-Rod, I got to scroll down so much because there's so much to scroll through.
Lots of scroll.
His black ink number on Baseball Reference, he has 68 black ink stats, meaning he led the league in 68 times in a season in particular stats. The average Hall of Famer has 27 in their career.
Wow,
So
that was
he
way
has,
low.
yeah, he has.
Oh, so he must be a Hall of Famer then.
two, again, the steroids.
Oh,
stuff.
the steroids.
I'm on Nels' side here. Let's put the steroid guys in.
Yeah. Oh, I wrote a college paper about it, so I'm all.
We
with
would
you.
love to do a mini podcast where you read your college paper.
I'd have to go find that somewhere if it's saved anywhere, and I didn't just wipe it off my old laptop.
Please find it.
I mean, mine was about weather stuff, so I really can't help you there. Would they let in steroid users with an asterisk? The same way, I think, was it the home run ball was stamped with an asterisk and then sent to Cooperstown.
Oh, for Barry Bonds?
Yeah.
I think I think they should let them all in if you're going to put Pete Rose in. They're going to.
He's not in yet.
They're going to. We all know that. They're going to.
I think it's going to be very interesting because the reason that the steroid users aren't in there is always cited as the morality clause. And so if you're
We've been
going
over that with Pete Rose.
I know. So if you're going to use that for the steroid users, it's hard to say that Pete Rose gets in with the morality clause being the reason you keep out. A-Rod's a different story because he did test positive and get suspended. But the guys like Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens who never tested
child
positive.
rapey and steroids. Not the same thing.
Even if we just sort of like take it down a notch. Gaylord Perry, who was notorious for putting Vaseline on balls, filing balls, doctoring balls in order to induce more movement to them, wrote a book about it. He is in the Hall of Fame. So there is a degree
in the Football Hall of
there
Fame.
is a degree of cheating that they will allow as being part and parcel of the sport and approve of. And I also know that those steroids came on in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s. That wasn't the first substance that players were taking in order
All
to
of the
improve performance.
amphetamine users.
Exactly.
I mean, Darryl Strawberry exists.
Doc Ellis threw a no-hitter on LSD.
John Kruk did a lot of things and is still alive, so good for him.
John Kruk did donuts.
He ate a lot of donuts.
All
That
right.
was a terrible joke. I apologize for everyone that's ever eaten a donut. So that's best shortstops of all time. Thank you guys so much for treading through those waters with us. We're now going to move on to trade deadline prep. And we're also going to talk a little bit about at the halfway point, where are the teams that we picked to finish first in the division, where are they sitting right now? We're not going to do a deep dive into trade deadline prep because, quite honestly, if we did that, you all would fall asleep in your cars and crash and die. And we don't want that for our listeners. So we're going to look at only the Braves and below in the National League and the Orioles and below in the American League. And Tyler is going to lead that discussion. So I'm going to turn it over to him.
Yeah, so what we want to do right now is have a conversation about the teams that are on the bubble. So they may not be in a leading position right now. They might not even be in a wild card. But you can tell yourself a story that if X, Y, and Z goes correct, this team could make it into the playoffs. But the question is, should they push their chips all in this year, deal out their future for returns of professional baseball players today, and try to improve their position and really go for it this year? So
give us number one.
Within the American League, I've got a question for you. Starting from the bottom, we're going to go...
Sell.
Starting from the bottom, my question is, should they buy, which would mean acquiring major league talent, sell, which would mean shipping away their major league talent for future minor league players, or should they stay the course and just see what happens?
And we're not going to discuss more than just that answer.
Oh, we should absolutely discuss
Okay.
if there's anything worthy of
Brief
discussion.
discussions.
But so the teams that are on the bubble in my mind would be the Kansas City Royals, the Minnesota Twins, the Boston Red Sox, the Cleveland Guardians, Texas Rangers, Los Angeles Angels, Mariners, Toronto Blue Jays, Tampa Bay Rays.
We're going to go one by one.
Okay, so let's start at the top. Tampa Bay Rays.
Sell.
You are the Rays.
Sell.
What do you do?
Sell.
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 Why?
Because they're not gonna be able to keep this pace up. They're just not. They're 2 years removed from being in a real ballpark with a real team. Let's be honest, they're not a real team right now. They've
Playing pretty damn good.
They've floated on good vibes in this park. Sell.
No team is selling up
Sell.
3.5 in the wild card.
No.
Plus 71 run differential, a game and a half back of the Yankees in the AL East.
Sell.
They don't have money, so they're not going to buy expensively. They'll do minor buys. They'll get slight upgrades in a lot of positions like they have done throughout the years.
No, my two teams that are really intriguing are the Angels and Guardians.
We're not changing teams. Are you selling or buying as the Rays?
Lightly buying.
See, I don't think that they can sell.
No.
Because
can't sell.
right now,
Absolutely can.
external of everything that's going on,
100%
they're trying to
can.
petition for a new stadium.
They're not going to get it.
And so if they don't field a competitive team while they're trying to make the argument for that, there's no reason for that. So they should be...
It's just not true. The Jackets have approved $500 million for state money from Columbus for
That's because they're the only team in Columbus. Tampa Bay has multiple championships in professional sports in the last
and
few
no one
years.
goes to them.
And
No, I'm talking about the Buccaneers
I
and the
know,
Lightning.
and the
They have
Lightning.
to-
No one goes to
they have
those
to
either.
compete with that, though.
and
Sell.
Florida
Sell.
has a lot of entertainment possibilities.
Yeah, they have the beach. Great. No one goes to any of their games. Sell.
They should be holding pat in my mind.
That's fine.
Moving down.
Ben's
Blue
just
Jays.
a hater.
Sell.
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 Okay. If I'm the Blue Jays, I am
Buy
buying.
pitching.
I am buying because you have got Kevin Gausman, you've got Jose Barrios, you've got Vladimir Guerrero, you've got Bo Bichette. Like there's a lot of players that you've got that are on the downslope of their careers or at the end of their run with this franchise. You got to go for it right now. You've got a chance. The division is in eyesight.
Yeah.
Let's go.
They spent money this offseason on Max Scherzer. They spent money this offseason on Anthony Santander. They're sitting 2 games up on the final wild card spot. They're right in the hunt. They've spent the money. They're not just going to spend the money and then turn around and go, oh, we're in a playoff spot. Let's sell now. They're going to buy.
They're going to
be aggressive. I think that they'll be one of the low-key aggressive teams come the deadline.
I don't know what Ben is talking about. I've never seen a team in a playoff position. Yeah, like we're selling.
Yeah, exactly.
We're giving this up.
Take Bo Bichette, take Jose Barrios, take Max Scherzer from
one
us.
Ben's-
we don't believe in ourselves.
Hold on. You named 4 players. We ain't selling them, but I'm selling everybody else.
Anthony Santander,
Selling
Alejandro Kirk, who's a
Selling
finalist
him.
for
Those
an
are the
all-star
players
team.
you'd
Selling
sell.
them.
You'd sell the
Sorry,
old
the
players.
All-Star finalist means nothing to me.
It means that you're going to the All-Star game.
Yeah, because the fans voted you in. I'm selling.
Those are the players you would sell if you were to sell. You would sell the old,
this is Ben
aging,
who
proven veterans.
when the Braves start the year 0-1, he decides the season is over.
They were
So,
0-7.
All right. We're going to move on to the Mariners, and Ben's going to tell me that they're going to sell.
Bye.
Whoa, I'm
Bye.
shocked.
Only because
I'm shocked.
they've got a catcher with the nickname Big Dumper,
I'm
and he
gonna
likes
take
that.
a big dump on the rest of the league, and I'm buying.
Yes, I also believe that the Mariners should buy. As we're recording this, it just came out that Jeremy Pena, the Astros near All-Star shortstop, is going on the IL.
Oh,
And so that's with broken ribs.
That's a big breaking news right there.
And
The
so-
Astros should sell.
And so the division leaders do not sell, Ben.
Just kidding.
So
the
so
Dodgers should sell.
even though the Mariners have been scuffling as of late, they are going to buy. They are going to get some bats to supplement their pitching, and they are going to win this division.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I know we're not doing our midseason awards this episode, but we'll see in 2 weeks what things look like. Cal Raleigh's my MVP in the American League right
100%.
now.
100%.
So like they've got that magic a little bit to them too. All right, moving on.
All right, so Los Angeles Angels
Sell Mike Trout the minute you can.
Hold.
really.
Why?
They don't really have any big sellable piece, and this is the best year they've had in a while so far.
They don't
I think
have
things
a
are
big sellable piece.
No, they're not selling Mike Trout.
He plays center field. He's quite large.
Actually, he plays right field.
Well,
now.
he usually plays center. Why is he
no, they
right?
moved him up because of all of his injuries.
Because he's 800 years old and on a $5 billion
31?
contract.
Outside of Mike Trout, I would just say
Sell.
that the Angels are a feel-good story right now. They are playing over their skis, and they depleted a lot of their minor leagues to push in for Shohei Ohtani's last year. This is a perfect opportunity to say, hey, Angels fans, we have got a plan. We are going to execute on this plan. We are going to sell. We're going to bring in some young talent, and not the exciting pieces, not the pieces that you're cheering for right now, but some ancillary pieces, and let's go.
So,
If they can find some good deals for pitching, because that's what they need, they should buy. Otherwise, yes, they need to sell.
I just don't think that they have enough to get the returns that would be earth-shattering at all.
no, they're not going to get that.
Rangers. I'm going to
sell.
stand pat.
The team?
Stand pat. Stand pat. Your Rangers, your pitching has been phenomenal. Your bats. But your bats should be there. Like, I don't see any reason to push them in. I say stand pat and just see what happens.
I think, like the Rays, they might make a couple minor buys and just rely on the track records of the guys that they have that have been having down starts this season that are starting to get a little better. They're right there, 2.5 out. And again, to me, this is a team that spent $1 billion frickin' dollars on the team that they have. You're not moving most of that money anyway. So you gotta you're either selling and giving up on a $280 million payroll, or you go, we gotta try. We spent all this money, so we gotta try something. So I don't think that they'll sell, because I think that they have too much invested, that they've got to give some sort of shot, but there's no big moves to make. So they might do some minor tweaks and hope that their big money guys get back to being big money guys.
Sell them.
I agree with Josh. They need to try and find a bat or two. Obviously, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna get a big, huge swing out there. But anything you can do to supplement that pitching, which is been great.
Cleveland Guardians.
Sell. The Black Magic has finally worn off a bit. They're 2 games under. I know they're only 2.5 back. They're cheap bastards. They don't spend any money on anybody. I actually don't want them to sell because
they're going to.
No, I know, but as a Tigers fan, I don't want them finding more young talent to load their system up. But yeah, they're at a point where it feels like this is not their year, and as cheap, a cheap franchise goes, they'll sell off some pieces and get a little bit of young talent and hope to turn that around for next year.
Yep.
Boston Red Sox.
Sell.
They already sold.
Like,
they're going to keep selling.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Keep selling.
Jarren Durant's gone. He's going to the Diamondbacks. He's going to the Dodgers. He's going to the Braves. I don't know where he's going. He's going somewhere. He ain't staying in Boston. Jarren Durant's gone.
Minnesota Twins.
Sell. Yeah. Sell.
They're going to stand pat.
The injuries are stacking up on the pitching. They're not going anywhere. Their farm system is less than thrilling.
Except for the guy that throws like a 90-mile-an-hour knuckleball.
That's the Tigers.
They're
that's the I thought that guy was the Twins.
Tigers.
He's not a
Tigers,
Twins
baby.
prospect.
The Twins
Just
are going to
kidding, I
stand
take
pat.
it back. Tigers should
Twins
sell
are going to
that
stand
guy.
pat. The team is up for sale. They have not secured a buyer yet, to my knowledge. And
A-Rod.
Which typically that usually leads to a sale because they want to have less assets on the payroll.
Should be a sale.
Well, if they could get rid of any of their expensive assets, that would be one thing. But the biggest contract that they've got on their books is Carlos Correa, and that contract is currently underwater. And the other one is Pablo Lopez, and he is currently injured. So they are going to stand pat and see what happens.
I can see that. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Kansas City Royals.
Sell
100%.
Yeah.
Sell.
I would ship batters left and right.
Yep.
They've got a good pitching core. I would try not to touch that.
Yep.
But they need to find bats somewhere. I would be testing the waters with Vinny Pasquantino and see who wants a first baseman that can hit, because there are a lot of people that
with
want a
team
first
control,
baseman.
as you mentioned earlier today.
With 3 more years of team control.
You could get a buyer to
I'm
go
shopping
all
Bobby
in.
Witt.
No.
You're not going to get what you want for him.
No.
But I'm shopping him. I'm not.
Shop Ronald Acuna. He's the face of the franchise. They're not going to shop him.
Shopping is not selling. I'm shopping him.
He also just signed a big extension, right?
Yes, he just signed a big extension.
They would not.
Right, because
And-
baseball owners are great with their money.
And Kansas City is also trying to get a new stadium, so they do not want to ship away a face of a franchise.
Them and the Chiefs are both trying to move out of Gaia, that parking lot we went to.
Yeah.
So, moving on to the National League, let's go to the New York Mets.
Sell.
Bye.
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 Sell.
Bye.
How can you
Because
sell?
they're crashing. They're crashing.
Ben believes
why?
in nobody.
Why are they crashing?
Yeah.
Because their pitching is atrocious.
So
They've
bring
had
it-
They've
bring
had a
in
ton of
pitching.
injuries.
So
They
buy
don't-
some pitching.
They don't have the team control pieces to sell. They don't have team
They've
control.
got some decent pieces
They
in the
don't
minors.
have pitching control under the team that's decent for a purchase. They don't.
It doesn't need to be pitching to
Well,
trade.
I would
for
take
They're going
pitching.
to need to purchase pitching with a prospect of the people that are coming up.
But you've got to remember, 2 years ago, they successfully absorbed money onto their books in order to get better prospects. So they've got
and those prospects are all hurt.
well, they've got Acuna's little brother. They got some other folks, but they are
Luis
going to.
Angel Acuna.
They can spin those around and they can reacquire and they can get some starting pitching.
They can, but if that's I'm not a GM. No one's paying me to be a GM.
and thank God they're
Thank
not.
goodness, I'm disagreeing with so much of you right now.
Bite me. I sell.
All
Let me
right,
guess. Brewers sell.
Brewers.
Yes.
Buy.
Cardinals sell, Padres sell, Giants
nope.
sell, Reds buy because he likes them.
No.
Diamondbacks
No,
sell.
you're wrong on almost everything you said.
Brewers.
Buy.
Brewers buy.
Buy. I think they're one good bat and one good pitcher away from a deep run.
They're hot. They're 2 games back of the division. They're a half game up on the wild card in a still very competitive wild card race.
Buy.
Brewers should buy,
Yes.
but they will stand pat.
Yep, because they're also cheap.
They are also
bastards.
very cheap.
I know they're cheap, but if we're talking about if I was the GM, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd buy.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Sell. Too old.
Too old.
Too old, and they're going to crash in the second half.
See, if you're too old, that's my reason to buy because
This is your last shot before
This is your last
resetting.
shot at greatness. Like, let's go for
They're
it.
not a great team now,
No, but
but I
it's
sell. I
it's
sell.
it's baseball, and how many times do you see a team do just enough, get in, and make a run? You go
It
and get
happens all the
yourself
time.
The Cardinals
that extra
literally
piece.
did that against
Yeah.
your team.
Yeah.
I know. I still hate them for it.
So
what is
you
this,
should be happy that I'm
19
saying
years
sell.
later?
There are so many opportunities to be the Tampa Bay Rays or be the Diamondbacks from a few years
There's
ago.
not that many opportunities.
It's like it literally happens about a third of the time that a team in a wild card position finds their way into the World Series.
But
I sell.
the Cardinals are also playing really good ball right now.
Yeah.
7-3 in their last 10, won 3 in a row, plus 45 run differential. They've got enough there.
They're going to crash.
I want them to sell because they've got some pieces that I would love the Tigers to go, test the waters on. If we were at the deadline today, they're not selling, they're buying. Hopefully, 2 weeks from now, they take a nice little crash down to earth, and then they start shipping some guys out, and
They're-
Chris Harris gets on the phone.
They are buying or they are holding pat. They are not selling.
I think they're selling.
Padres,
Sell.
Padres are holding pat.
yeah, they're not going to do anything.
They're not going to do
They don't
anything.
have anything to buy players with. They play.
Well,
play
they
Yeah.
do,
farm
but they're
system.
very expensive.
Right.
They could sell, but it's very expensive.
The
to
team
do
the
so.
team is good enough right now where I think that you can tell yourself a story of them making a run and winning the World Series, but certainly you don't have that level of confidence to say, well, we're willing to deplete an already depleted farm system to ensure that happens. So they're going to just
and to
stay course.
the ownership's credit, they have gone all in a number of times to win a championship, and I credit them that. That's great. Not a lot of ownership groups do that, so I will give them that. However, the injuries, the salaries that they're already committed, to me, it says sell.
I credit them for going all in and trying. I knock the hell out of them for it not working out right away and giving up on it, aka Juan Soto. Go look at the Nationals. Take a peek at James Wood, CJ Abrams,
doing great.
Mackenzie Gore.
Doing great.
All the guys that they sold off to go get Soto just to turn around and go, well, this didn't work, and get rid of him a year later.
Go back to episode 1 and listen to what I said about James Wood and CJ Abrams. I said they were going to be great players.
James Wood's a stud.
James Wood's great. CJ Abrams, great player. it's going to take time for the Padres to come back from where they are now. They could buy and make a run. I just don't see it happening.
Giants.
Buy.
Nels, you gotta tell us what to do here.
Off.
I don't know. Why are you looking at me?
Buy.
Because
They already
it's
made
your
their
team.
big
What do you
trade.
want them to do?
Buy.
They need to buy very lightly. I don't think there's another big swing they can take. Upgrade at second
Is there a
base.
swing and a miss they could take?
There's a lot. They already
Everything
have
that
done
comes out of your mouth.
Come on, that was a joke on the podcast.
Yes.
Oh, I'm aware.
They could use another
good
like
joke.
bullpen arm and maybe a second baseman. So I've heard Kiner Falefa's name tossed around.
What about Ketel Marte?
They're not going to do interdivision.
No.
You don't think
Diamondbacks
so?
would never do that.
And Marte will command a pretty penny.
I know he will. I'm not
so
talking about
they're
numbers here. I'll talk about numbers.
very lightly buying the rest of the way.
Okay, because I think the Diamondbacks are selling.
I think they are too.
Well,
But I
we're
don't
talking
think
about the
Marte
Giants
is,
right
so-
now.
I know. That leads in the division. I
Okay.
assume that's where we're going next.
No, we're going to the
No, we're
Reds
going to the Reds.
because we're going in order of standings.
Oh, okay, fair enough. The Reds are buyers.
Stand pat.
I would sell. I would say that there are a lot.
Sell.
Yes, there are a lot of teams that need pitching, and I think that you could unload some starting pitching on someone, and you could get a premium for that right now, and really set yourself up well for the future.
There has not been a Reds pitcher that's worth selling since the individual who you imitated not 15 minutes ago, Mr. Cueto himself. I don't see them getting rid of Nick Martinez. I don't see them.
Well, he would be the guy to get rid of.
He would
Yeah.
be, but they're also not getting. They're not getting rid of Hunter Green. It's
No.
It's not happening.
They're not getting rid of Abbott. They're not getting
It's
rid
not
of.
a sell off.
No.
No.
So if you're looking for a sell, they're not getting rid of those two guys. Who are you getting rid of? Nick Lodolo?
I'm getting rid of Martinez.
No,
Martinez.
It's not happening.
It's the last year of his deal.
It's not happening.
He's expensive.
It's a sell high. It's a sell high to
Exactly.
a pitching desperate contender. You can get a lot more out of that than
Look,
you
here's
should.
the thing.
I
The
could-
Reds.
if the Reds sell Martinez, he's going to the Yankees.
The Reds are not a number 4 starter away from being
No.
a contention, which is
No.
what Nick Martinez is.
No, but if you take Nick Martinez and get a number 4 back and a number 4 bat, sure. That's not going to be the haul you get for Nick Martinez this year. It's going to be a pitcher or a bat and prospects.
No, you're going to get like 2 AA guys with hope.
Exactly.
The Reds
So
need to buy.
Ooh.
They have a plus 40 run differential, which would be 4th best in the American League. They've just been a little unlucky.
Yep. And they've been inconsistent.
Yes.
You give them some consistency in the lineup and in the bullpen.
I feel like Francona will pull them together. They just need another piece or two. I think they're going to buy.
I agree.
I just think that they're going to sell because they're going to get some Godfather offers on Martinez that they're not going to want to
And
pass
don't
up.
get me wrong. If you get a King's ransom, you get a Bo Jackson type of offer, you take it. But you're not going to get that for Nick Martinez. You're not.
I think you'd be surprised.
We'll
Teams
see.
get desperate
We'll
for
see.
pitching.
We'll see. We've got a month.
By Bo Jackson, do you mean Herschel Walker?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Different two-sport athlete.
All right. Finally, last but not least.
shout out to-
No.
Diamondbacks.
We got 2 more.
Oh, 2 more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Diamondbacks.
Sell.
Sell.
Yeah.
Sell and give me a Eugenio Suarez back in Detroit.
He already was there.
That's why I said back.
I know, but you had him once. You don't get it back.
I know. We traded him for a domestic abuser fat boy, Alfredo Simon.
Hey, Eugenio, I miss your musk. I miss your musk.
Yeah,
Sell.
that's still one of the worst trades
They should.
the
I
Tigers
mean,
have had in my
Corbin
lifetime.
Carroll just broke his wrist. It's sad.
Their
Sell.
season's done. Give me Eugenio Suarez back in Detroit.
It's a crazy fall from
They have
last
no
year.
pitching at all. Their
No,
pitching is
nothing.
atrocious.
Nothing.
Which is funny because I
They
thought
just
going
need
into
a
the
reset.
season like it would be really, really
well,
strong.
Even if they had good pitching, they have nothing else.
It's
It's bad.
just a reset year. They have enough young good pieces that they're not rebuilding.
It's a bad
but
year.
but they can sell off some pieces, get a few young guys, and reset and look to spend some in free agency next year
Sell,
and
sell,
get
sell.
back into it.
Sell,
And-
sell.
Last but not least, the Bravos, Atlanta Braves.
Stand pat.
Yeah, they got nothing to sell because they locked every guy up till 2092.
They could
So-
they could get a fortune for Matt Olson.
They could get a small fortune. The only two, in my opinion, and you can disagree with me, the only two pieces they can sell are Matt Olson and Ozuna. It's the only two pieces they can sell.
Yeah, Ozuna should be shipped.
Yeah, Ozuna not should be, will be.
Buy.
Yeah,
Can go
Ozuna
ahead
should be
and
shipped.
guarantee
Buy.
you.
Bye. I'm fine with that.
I know. The thing that hurts me the most in my heart
You want him?
is that that's a perfect fit for the Tigers, but I don't want him because I hate him.
Why do
And-
you hate yellow arm sleeves?
I don't hate yellow arm
Oh,
sleeves. I hate the person in the yellow arm sleeves.
I am Marcelo Zuna, Atlanta
Of the
Braves.
Braves.
I'm Marcelo Zuna of the
But-
Detroit Tigers.
But
Just have to teach him a new team.
a right-handed power bat, he fits so well for theTigers.
Have
but
him.
I just
Have him.
I,
Welcome to the Motor City,
I'll
Marcel
take-
Ozuna.
I'll take Riley Green off your hands.
that is a large F and a large no. Scooble and Green need to
No?
be Tigers for life, and then we can discuss anybody else. But those two
Marcel
are my
Ozuna
Tigers
needs
for
to
life.
know the best bars to go to around the Detroit area.
They are.
I can give him the
uh,
tips.
Okay, all right. And
Has he been to the Hit Your Wife bar?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a few times. That's the problem.
I also
Definitely
think
been
his
there.
wife has been to the Hit Her Husband bar.
Yeah.
they've got
It's
a
a-
relationship
it's a
going on that I don't want to be
fisticuffs.
I don't want to be a part of.
Which is exactly why I don't want him in Detroit, but boy, would that bat play nice.
I stand pat if I'm the Braves. I sell Ozuna if I can, but that's it.
No, you gotta
will. You
gotta
can and
sell.
will, but
That's fine. I'm fine.
that's it.
The Braves, like everything has gone about as poorly as it can this season.
Jerkson Profar comes back Wednesday. They have 12 straight games against crap teams. They're not out of it yet.
Oh yeah, their steroid boy comes back soon.
He's not on it anymore. He's got to test clean for 90 days.
Are we sure? Like, what if he comes back and he's just like rippling with muscles?
I'm
Like,
all right. Whatever. He's
Okay.
They have their standards. I'm not here to tell you what your
Didn't you
standards
hate
are.
that move when they made it?
Yes, I didn't love it. Yes, I did not love it. But he's better than Alex Verdugo.
Okay.
He's better than Eli White. He's better than Stuart Fairchild. Where's the wrongness?
You're just
I
making
think
up names.
yeah,
now.
Stuart Fairchild is not an MLB player.
Yes,
that's
he is.
that's just
Yes,
somebody
he-
you made up.
Look at him. He's an 8-year-old.
No.
Stuart
You're
Fairchild-
thinking of Stuart Little, and he was a mouse.
MLB The Show from like 2009 where they had the randomly generated names.
I swear Stuart Fairchild's a real person. He looks like he's 8, though. All right, so thanks, guys. We're going to take a quick break before we jump into the end of the episode, which is listener questions, ballpark brews, trivia, and we've got some really fun
Oh
stuff.
my God,
planned
he is
for
an
you.
8-year-old child.
I told you. Thanks, everybody. We'll be right back in a minute. All right, welcome back. We've got a few more segments before we end episode 9. So we're going to start with listener questions. And this week it's just listener question because we've gone a little bit longer than we usually do. But this is submitted from my mother-in-law, Karen. So shout out to Karen.
What?
Everyone say hi, Karen.
Hey, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi,
Love ya.
Karen.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about, in your opinion, the best minor league team names. I've got 3, and I'm going to take my 3 because you leaned in immediately, Josh.
No,
and
the lean in is that I am very upset that you did not give us some runway to put our lists together
I'm gonna give
before
you my
this.
3, and you have a computer
I-
in front of you. So
Okay.
I'm going to give you my 3.
Challenge.
So number 1, the Hartford Yard Goats.
The Yard Goats are great.
That's a great name. It's stupid, but it's great. The Rocket City Trash Pandas.
The best of them all.
Who doesn't love a good trash panda?
Also, the logo, fantastic. Somehow, despite 3 years of having it in my cart, I have not pressed purchase on that hat, but I need to.
Whoever is listening to this episode, I wear a 7.5 fitted hat. So if you'd like to send that to me,
And I wear
Ben,
a 7 1/4 in case you don't like Ben wanting
Josh.
to tell every team to sell.
That's right. Josh wears a 7 1/4. Every team should sell. And my last one is the Binghamton
Rumble Ponies.
How do you not love a team named the Rumble Ponies?
And they recently renamed to that. That was like 5 or 6 years ago.
And they should have.
They
clearly.
renamed to
Clearly.
that.
I will give a shout out to my Central Valley, California hometown team, the Modesto Nuts.
The Nuts.
Just the Nuts.
What are you doing tonight? Go to the Nuts game.
Yeah,
Go to the Nuts game.
going to the Nuts game.
I'm surprised as an Ohio guy over there. You
The
didn't
Toledo
have...
Mud Hens.
No, not even that. Because honestly, the Mud Hens are so ingrained in my life that I don't even consider that a weird name.
Where are you going?
The Akron Rubber Ducks.
Oh, the Rubber Ducks were on my short list.
Well,
the Rubber Ducks.
The Rubber Ducks sort of make sense because they
Akron
produce
rubber.
rubber stuff.
They do.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say that it didn't make sense.
They
I just think that it's an awesome name.
They don't produce rubber ducks, but they do produce rubber.
I like the Hillsborough hops,
That's a
The
good one.
Hillsborough hops. That's a good one.
which is a good one. The other one that I like is the Iron Pigs. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs.
Pennsylvania shit.
I am Iron Pigs.
Shout out to Savannah's second most famous baseball team, the Sand Gnats.
The Sand
That's a good one.
Gnats.
And if
Also-
you've been to Savannah, you know how bad the sand gnats are.
And then I got to give a shout out. My dad was actually texting me about this team last week. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, which
Yeah.
I thought Tyler was going to say because he was wearing the Jumbo Shrimp hat
That
last
was
time
actually
we were over here.
that was actually going to be my honorable mention for Karen because she lives in
yeah,
Jacksonville.
I was going to let it be Tyler's because of the
Jumbo
hat.
Shrimp is my 7-year-old's baseball team.
Yeah.
I'd be remiss to not at least mention the Waterloo Bucks, the minor league team that I grew up watching right in Riverfront Stadium. The Trash Pandas have already been spoken for, so I will go with the Chesapeake Oyster Catchers.
And let me tell you, if you want,
Why is that a name?
well, and if
Well, and you got to look at the logo.
well, I was gonna say if you want
Very-
something, if you
no.
want something a little less than a little bit more than PG, look at some of their alternate logos.
guys, I know
For
this.
the record, an oyster catcher is a bird.
It's a
I-
bird.
I-
yeah.
The logo is not a bird.
But
No,
I
no.
just-
Some would say it's very difficult to find.
for,
Yeah.
The thing that I want to be most in this world is a Sugarland space cowboy. Because how cool would it be to be a
That's-
space
yeah.
You know,
cowboy?
Do you know
Tyler-
what's cooler?
to,
I can tell you what's cooler. John Oliver,
Yes.
earlier this year,
Thank you.
wanted to rebrand a minor league team. He opened it up to any minor league team. He would pay for all the rebranding. He's done crazy stunts like this before. And the Erie Seawolves,
Double A affiliate of the
that's
Tigers.
correct, took him up on the offer, and the name is in.
Yes.
Are we ready for the new name?
I
No.
love it. I already pre-ordered the hat.
The Erie Moon Mammoths.
Which, the explanation for those unfamiliar, the most complete mammoth skeleton ever found in America was
on the moon?
was near Erie, Pennsylvania. And one of the men on the team that found that, his last name was Moon. And so now they have the Moon Mammoths, and it is a mammoth with a space helmet on.
I got to tell you, the space cowboys are going to hunt the moon mammoths to extinction.
Those are some fighting words.
Warren Moon found the
The,
skeleton.
the moon mammoths have those tusks. They'll be goring.
I feel like this is a sci-fi channel movie in the making. Right after Sharknado 5.
Well, that was best minor league team names. Thank you, Karen, for sending in that suggestion.
Feel free to share yours with us.
Please
Yeah.
do send in any listener questions you have. swingandamisspod@gmail.com, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We love it. When we end today's episode, I have a proposition to make for the listening
Oh, my.
audience. So it's nothing weird. It's not that. No, we're not going to do that. But we'll get to that here in just a second. Let's move into Ballpark Brews, shall we?
All right, Ben, this one's for you, buddy.
This one's for me. All right, kids. Today we are having the Cincinnati staple Rheingeist Truth, which is an India Pale Ale that is sold at Great American Ballpark. So let's take a sip and see what we think. And I will kick it off to my left and let Tyler start.
For me, this is a single where you turn the corner and think about getting to 2, but then you hustle back to 1. This is one of the things where, like India Pale Ales, sometimes they get like a little bit too India and a little too hoppy. And for this one is on the edge of it for me. It's not too much, but it's bordering on it. So yeah, for me, it's a single rounding into second, but coming back.
For me, I'm going to give it a nice solid hustle double. One that doesn't go very far, kind of bloops in, and you just hustle yourself down and get that double. Bit of that's some nostalgia for me. Spending 4 years going to Columbus, visiting my now fiance, soon to be wife, in October, when she was in med school in Columbus. We would drink a decent amount of Rheingeist. This isn't my favorite of all the Rheingeists, but it's a solid beer. And it brings that little bit of nostalgia that instead of turning and looking and then going back, you decide I'm hustling for the base and getting that second one.
I feel like I'm drinking a pine tree. So for me, this is...
Sorry, Jeannie.
This is a strikeout where the ball hits you in the face.
Oh,
jeez.
This is no good for me. I'm sorry.
That's only slightly better than Ben's assessment of.
It's better
the last
than
one.
Dick. All right, Big Alex, what do you think?
This is an easy double for me. I've never had it before. I enjoy IPAs. I am completely aware that like some of my favorite beers are like, did you know this has hops in it? Like, I'm completely aware of that. This is infinitely crushable. I would have this on a really hot day out of the Great American Ballpark. I think that's, easy double.
I don't know if I'm going to split the difference, but I'm going to go a triple. To me, this is a triple. That's not splitting the difference.
No, that's going
that's
one
the
base extra
largest.
than the most bases taken.
Yeah. It's math is hard. I'm gonna go triple for me, but it's a triple that probably should have been a double.
Rattles around a little.
Yeah, it might rattle around. There might be a bad throw. I'm going triple with a little bit of extra oomph. I love Rheingeist Truth. I really love anything Rheingeist makes. It's one of my favorite breweries in America, and getting a chance to spend some time in Ohio last week for unfortunate circumstances, but getting a chance to be around some of the beers that I love really was important to me. So I'm happy to bring this back. I'm happy that you guys got to try it, even if some of you didn't love it, and that's okay. Everyone's opinion's valid. But to me, it's a triple. I love this beer.
And a quick shout out on the beers you brought back from Southern Ohio. We've been crushing some Brewdog over here as well, a great Columbus brewery. Again, one that I drank a lot of for 4 years when I was down in Columbus a lot. Another real good pick to bring up here. So thank you, Ben, for bringing some good old Southern Ohio beers up for us.
Absolutely. Shout out Brewdog. Shout out Rheingeist. Please sponsor the podcast.
Shout out Ohio.
I've reached out to both of your salespeople, and neither of you will get back to me.
That's rude.
I do like their kind of almost shout out logo. It reminds me of Starbucks a little bit.
I can see that.
Like they're trying to do a Starbucks thing. Yeah, but it's a skull drop.
It is.
So
it is.
Death to Starbucks.
That's what they were going
Please
for.
sponsor.
So
It's the anti-white chick beer.
there you go. So shout out Rheingeist. Not everyone loved it, and that's okay, but I love it, and I'm happy to bring it back. Thank you for being available. All right, kids, let's move into the end of the episode. We have brought Alex here for a number of reasons, not just his sparkling personality.
I don't have that.
But we've also brought him because he is...
Because we need to change a couple light bulbs.
We do.
He can reach and we can't.
do need to
We are
change
short men and he is a large man, so he can reach things that we cannot.
We brought Alex here not just because he's a good friend of ours, but he is also a college educated meteorologist.
Mm-hmm.
And so today is going to be trivia focused on weather as it relates to baseball. Alex brought this idea to me a couple weeks ago, and I thought it was genius. It was an idea that I'd never thought about. So I'm going to turn it over to Alex. I've not seen these questions. You guys have not seen these questions. Generally, what we do is you ask it, we go around, give an answer, and then we'll see who was right. And we can do prices right if it's a range.
Some of them I think we're going to have to do a little multiple choice just because it's kind of esoteric in the way the question is asked. I can't start this out without at least mentioning Mace Michaels, meteorologist for the Twins. I've worked with him for years. Really got me thinking about baseball and weather together as kind of a thing.
Shout out Mace Michaels. Sponsor the podcast.
All right. Seeing as how baseball is one of the most weather-dependent sports, start with this one. What was the longest rain delay and restart of a game?
As in,
They started,
they called
it
the game
rained,
for a
and
pause.
then they started back up.
And they started back up.
Okay.
Within that
day?
within like without there being many days in between.
Exactly. Yes.
So not like we're delaying this post game till we meet again in August when it's in like June.
On the
Yes.
same 24-hour period.
Yes.
My
Theoretically.
I would say continues the game, and people have not left the stadium.
Okay.
Would probably be the
I'm
best
gonna-
way
Yep.
to say
Yep.
that.
Clear.
I'm gonna
Clear.
say 6 hours and 18 hours.
6 hours and 18 hours?
6 hour delay, 18 total.
No, it like.
How long was the
How
delay?
long was the delay?
stadium.
Oh, 9 hours.
You want to do Price is Right rules without going?
I am going
Sure.
to go
Okay.
with 10 and a half hours.
I was thinking 8.5, and I'm not just Price is Writing Ben here, but 8.5.
$1.
1 hour. 1 hour.
I was actually going to say 7.5 hours.
The longest rain delay and restart was 5 hours and 47 minutes on October 4th, 1999.
Wow.
It was a game between the Reds and the Mets to decide the NL wild card. So they couldn't.
Oh, yeah,
Couldn't
that makes
delay
sense.
it.
Sure.
Delay.
Couldn't delay it.
However,
Okay.
the longest delay and cancellation was 7 hours and 23 minutes between the Rangers and White Sox. So, like, they stopped it, like, oh, maybe we could restart.
They
And
kept
after
on
the-
serving the people hot dogs.
And at the end of
and getting
7
their
hours and
money.
23 minutes, they're like,
Yeah.
all right, let's.
Was,
Seven
was
hours,
that
I
was
really-
that in Chicago?
I did not write down that part. of
Okay,
the
because I bet
should.
you Reinsdorf was just real desperate for concessions, and he's like, "How do we keep them here?
There's 11
for
people
longer?"
here. How do we get more money?
Yes,
Just keep delaying.
waters are $10 a piece. You can open your mouth and point it towards the sky, or you can get a bottle.
The soda gun was $5.
Now we're going to do some temperature records.
Oh, okay.
104.
Coldest temp at game start.
32.
Is this regular season only?
This is regular season only.
32.
I'm going to go with 29.
22.
16.
Actual 23 degrees, April 23rd, 2013.
That was you? You
I
said
said
22?
22.
I couldn't remember who it was.
Between the Rockies and the Braves. Braves won that game 4-3.
That must have been in Atlanta, of course.
Those early
August.
those
In
early
August.
April
Honestly,
games
it could have been
can get
it could
real
have been
cold.
either because
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Denver is
It could-
fairly temperate.
It was not in Atlanta. That was a joke.
They played a doubleheader the next day where the game start time or game start temperature was a balmy 30 degrees.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Lovely.
Is that all? It's
T-shirt weather.
That's right. Hoodie and shorts.
Thank you to the MLB by expanding playoffs so that we start in early April and end in mid-November, so you get those kind of
We're
climates.
still
now.
waiting on Mr. November to reveal himself.
On the other side of that coin, hottest temp at game start.
131.
Now, is this...
That's more than Death Valley.
Yeah.
So unless they're playing in Furnace Creek,
I'm still sticking with it.
130.
I'm going to go with 106.
I was gonna go 108.
I'll say 99.
109.
So I win.
June 27th, 1980, between the Rangers and the Twins.
Ooh,
This-
the
if
Twins.
I remember right, this whole
In
thing
Arlington?
started.
Oh, it was
yes.
in Texas before they put
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
dome on. Oh, okay.
If I remember right, this whole thing came up. I sent you a clip
You did.
of the
You did.
Twins and Rangers.
Yep.
Where they
Dying?
They called the game or delayed it immediately because someone was at bat, and just before they were about to throw the pitch, massive lightning strike.
Yes.
Whoa.
I think it was Nolan Ryan on the mound?
I think so.
I think it was Nolan Ryan was on the mound. Yeah. And they scattered.
Well,
Everybody
and
scattered
Nolan
like
Ryan
that.
was probably throwing the same miles per hour on his fastball as the
Nolan Ryan
temperature
put that
degrees.
lightning bolt in the
Yeah.
headlock and
I was gonna
started
say,
punching
he
it.
started punching it.
He was like 109. That's a challenge. I'll get my fastball.
He actually
up there.
caused the lightning by throwing it so hard that he broke the continuum of weather. I don't know how lightning works.
Just so we know, the hottest and the coldest,
Real
I
quick,
was
real
1
quick.
degree off and
Can
lower.
Jeannie
so
reach
I
out to the podcast and teach Nels how lightning works?
It's a gigawatt. We got might need a gigawatt.
got Alex here.
1.21.
Yeah.
All right, this one I think we'll have to do multiple choice just because it's kind of a
74.
Okay.
Lock that in as his answer.
How much does 1 degree Celsius or 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit increase the chance of a home run?
Oh, wow.
Scientific American analyzed 100,000 games and found out
Are we looking
hotter
for
it is-
percentage or like feet added
it's
to
a
the?
percentage.
Okay.
So, how much does 1 degree Celsius increase the probability of a home run? A, 0.75%, B, 1.54%, C, 1.79%, or D, 1.96%.
I've gone first the whole time, so you can start this time.
C.
I was going to go B because in my head I was thinking 1.2, and that was the closest to 1.2. So
I want to say D, 1.96.
Guess I'll take A.
Correct answer, D.
Oh, 1.21 gigawatts.
The warm air is less dense than cold air, easier to hit through.
Yep.
now, is that independent of humidity?
Did not read that much of the scientific paper.
I'm sorry for digging deep.
I should
Don't
have.
call him
You're
out
right,
like
though.
that.
That
call
does
him out
sound
like
Humidity
that.
also affects.
for
But I would-
future podcast discussions, these are the follow-ups that I want from
It's both
Mr.
the-
Meteorologist.
It's both the heat and the humidity.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
It's a dry heat.
Mostly because
dry
when
heat.
we're playing out in late July and I'm playing outfield and it's like 89 degrees with 90% humidity, I need to know if my first step needs to be back where I'm playing on
Your first
things.
step is
Should
always
always
back.
back.
Always
Well,
back.
I believe that they controlled
Yes.
for it and was
Wait,
only
you
testing
control the weather.
right.
but not the flight of the ball. That's
All right.
why I need to know what knob to turn.
Largest number of rainouts in a single day
Across all of baseball?
across all of baseball.
5.
7.
7. I was going to say
Yeah.
7 as well. Nelson, I say 7.
Hey, Ben, you know what I'm going to do? Split the difference.
6?
6.
You're not.
I
Gonna
think
go
there's
4
a
or
lot of
9?
East Coast teams, and there could be just like a whole weather front coming through.
It was 6, and it occurred
You're a
2022,
dick.
2018, and 2008. 2008 was rained out due to Hurricane Ike.
Oh.
I was going to say a hurricane's probably responsible for...
Why was it only rainy after 2000?
That's the most rainouts.
Right.
There have been other rainouts, just less.
But why were the most rainouts after 2000?
Because you had 2 extra teams, too.
That's the other
You had
thing.
2 extra teams in 1999.
Luis Gonzalez
Why weren't there
controlled the
more
weather
rainouts in
then.
1999?
This was kind of an odd stat.
Also,
That
those 2
was-
teams playing domes.
From 2005 to 2015, what team had the most rainouts?
Atlanta.
2005 to 2015.
That's until I'm able to get all of the schedule data from retro sheets and not crash my computer. I will provide something more accurate than this for all.
I'm going Atlanta.
Baltimore Orioles.
That's a bold pick.
Yeah, I was going to go with the Washington Nationals.
I'm
I was
gonna
going
go
to
with
go
Kansas
in
City.
that little pocket of... It gets real humid in that pocket of the country.
I feel like Kansas City gets hammered with rain so often.
Red Sox.
Red Sox.
Wow.
A little bit
Red
more
Sox
north.
Well, you were
31
in the
rainouts
right
in that
part of the
span,
country with
followed
Northeast,
by the Mets
so-
at 28 and the Yankees at 24.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Now this one, I think we all might have an idea on it. What year's World Series was postponed due to an earthquake? And I can do
1989.
Yeah, Team Nels.
1989.
I wonder which one that is.
I bet it's one the Giants played in.
And I think that they were playing their crosstown rivals in
think
the
it was.
Oakland
Everyone
Athletics.
got an earthquake that year.
Yeah.
People did die.
That doubled the earthquake for being in the
Yeah,
Bay
but
Area.
For jokes being made.
less important than the World Series.
Not Jose Canseco. He's still alive.
Yes, it is the 1989 World Series. Game 3 between the Athletics and Giants was postponed.
That's cheating because you knew the Giants were in it.
Yeah, so for Alex,
It's
who may
cheating
not
'cause I
know, Nels
felt
is
the
a
actual
huge Giants
earthquake.
fan and was in that area at the time. So
didn't know that.
not having known that before the trivia question, this is why we are all laughing over here.
Nels.
Because you brought a great question to the
did.
table
That's a good question.
that happened to have somebody with the life experiences
Were you
of
actually
this.
there, like when it occurred, or
I felt the earthquake. I was close enough to feel that earthquake. Yes.
it was a 6.9, which
I lived like 2 hours away, but you could feel the earthquake.
69.
Yes, correct.
Nice.
It was not nice. Again, people died. The bridge
actually
fell.
was very tragic.
Yeah.
The bridge did fall.
The bridge
Yeah.
fell in Atlanta the year before I moved there. You don't see me crying.
Well, that's not the trivia question.
This
It's
isn't
because it's a lesser bridge.
this
and
isn't
there
a
was no
bridge
baseball
standoff at
involved.
who had more tragedy in their town.
I believe our state we're currently in also has a bridge tragedy, sir.
Yes.
I just really wanted to lean into the microphone.
I also think Golden Gate Bridge is known specifically for tragedy. So we'll move on from bridge tragedies.
Bridge trivia.
And that was Bridge
I've
Talk
seen
on the
Final,
podcast.
I've seen Final Destination.
And
3.
that's Sad
Look what you
Bridges
did,
brought to you
Alex.
by
Look what you started.
the Weather Channel.
Just it's all jokes. No one yell at us.
All right.
It's all jokes.
What do we got? One or two more?
Nope, that was
it.
the last.
Oh, that was it?
I
Oh,
that was
thought
the last
going
one.
out on the
Yay.
World
Oh, wouldn't
Series.
you like to know, Weather Boy?
Here's what I want to know. For like most rainouts in a season, I was hoping that the Seattle Pilots would come
That would
up.
be hysterical for
Yeah.
that one singular
Yes.
season.
That would have been fun.
How many games have been snowed out? That's
I should have worn my pilot's hat here.
I tell you what, we'll bring Alex back for another podcast, and he'll ask us different weather
Wait,
questions.
did I just hear that
absolutely
we're
do
going to
that.
have a recurring guest?
Well, the thing is, Alex is the first person that brought an idea to me that made sense,
And
to be
probably
a
the
guest.
last.
Well, my mom keeps wanting to be on the podcast, but Lori, you got to come up with a hook. So
And come up to Minnesota.
no, you can call in, but you got to have a
Oh,
hook.
I guess that's
you got to have a hook.
Because we have technology.
We do. You can zoom in, but you got to have a hook. So, Big Alex, thank you so much for being
Yes,
our
thank you,
first
sir.
guest.
Yeah, thanks, Alex.
Yes, thank you,
We
Alex.
appreciate
Happy to
it.
be here. Yep.
Really quick before we sign off, we have an idea, and we're divided on the podcast, so we need you to vote. And we put this up after the last episode, and we got a lot of votes, and it was essentially 50-50. There was no clear winner. So in 2 weeks from today, we have the Home Run Derby. Would you like to watch us do a live YouTube broadcast of the podcast for the Home Run Derby? For every home run hit, Josh will either eat a chicken tender or we will eat a hot dog, because you don't eat hot dogs.
Correct.
I'm
I can commit.
protecting your
They
tummy.
make chicken
I appreciate
hot dogs.
They make what?
Chicken hot dogs.
Chicken hot. I've never had a chicken hot dog.
Well,
I would prefer.
He'd prefer a tender.
I would prefer a
He'd
tender.
prefer
I
a
would
tender.
too, but we're
You can have a tender
Hey,
too, Nels.
guess what?
You can have a tender too.
At ballparks, they sell chicken tenders. They do not sell chicken dogs at most ballparks.
It's a good point
it's-
he's
be
making.
progressive.
We don't have to. We don't have to do.
progressive.
We don't have to do an eat or a drink anything. It could just be a you watch us do a live commentary of the home
Why
run
would
derby.
people not want to watch us harm ourselves via food?
Well, I don't know. We don't know.
I do
That's
want to
the
throw a
point.
disclaimer in there. It will be live, so therefore the language
what I
will
said.
be a little saltier than our typical podcast.
We will be less reserved,
Yes.
and we will be drinking more beer.
If you want to see us unfiltered and yelling at the TV and probably placing internal bets on different outcomes.
And let me be clear: the reason that we thought about doing this was to raise money for a charity. We all have ideas of different charities, and if we have enough people that have interest, we will make a determination on what charity we will choose, and we will donate any money that people donate. There's a lot of donate in one sentence, but any money that we receive for that episode will be 100% donated to that charity. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Deal.
Yeah, we're not in it. If we were in this to make money, we'd do a much better job.
Can we file as a nonprofit, get some tax benefits?
We I suppose we could. We have made no profit, so
Well, yeah, that's
we're
what a
nonprofit.
nonprofit is.
We're succeeding at that
Yeah.
nonprofit thing.
And-
we are a really good nonprofit.
shout out to our producer who just gave me this note. If you'd like to vote on or at least submit an idea of what charity we should donate to, please send that into swinginamisspod@gmail.com, not gbail. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's for our post home run derby when we're running wild and we might need some bail.
Go to our Instagram, go to our Facebook, go to our Twitter. Please vote. We'll try and put a what am I trying to think of? Thing where you vote. Where you vote.
Poll?
A poll. Thank you. I've been to enough strip clubs. I should know what that's called. Sorry, Mom. So we'll put a poll up on all of our socials. Please send that in, what you'd like to see us donate the money to. But granted, if no one votes, we won't do it.
Or we will and nobody will
saw
watch.
that.
That's not the right kind of poll. It's a homonym.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
Is that a slant
It's not
rhyme?
even spelled the same.
No, it's just a joke.
Okay, anyway, Ben's done rambling. It's time to sign off.
I think that's it, guys. Any last minute thoughts?
We'll see you again when you will maybe see us. Like, actually.
That was transitional right there. I like that. Big Alex, thank you so much for being here. Any last minute thoughts?
Absolutely none. Empty-headed as always.
Nels?
I concur.
Tyler?
Have a good day, everybody.
Joshua?
Chicks dig the long ball. Vote yes.
On what measure, we don't know. Play the game, love the game. Thank you so much for listening. Episode 9 out. See you guys.